Afternoon, evening, everybody. How you all doing? You're very welcome. Hey, Martin. Just put on the silly hat, shall we? How are you all keeping? So, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook Live, and we're on our very own website. We're not on my personal page this evening because, hey, barking mad, because we had a local tragedy just before Christmas. So as a mark of respect, we're off my personal page too, and our thoughts go out to the Quinn family who lost Niall just before Christmas. So as a mark of respect, I thought I'd curtail this somehow. Thought about not doing it, but then I thought I should do it, and we'll just have a few moments silence in respect of Niall Quinn, who tragically passed away just before Christmas. So, Christmas for them is awful. And for many people, Christmas is a very sad time. But we'll continue, shall we? And this afternoon, if you're in a different time zone, we've got a kind of quiz special. So we've got some Christmas characters. We've got some famous nicks. We've got some great Danes. We've got some famous roads. Everything's famous here. 4x3 in round 1. Round 2, a full course of connections. Then we'll have 12 pictures. Famous firsts, where there's 24 points up for grabs. 12 points for, hey Roddy, hey Joe. 12 points up for grabs if you can figure out the famous first. And also the reason they're a famous first. Couple of tricky ones in there. Hey Paul, Kira, Christina, Parker House, Roddy, Joe, Shamrock Solitude, Barking Mad, etc. You're all very welcome. And then we'll finish with some famous greats, some fictional pseudonyms, some cryptic missing from fours. Well, we'll come on to that one in a bit. And we'll finish with some famous mosts. Okay, 60 points in your bumper Christmas edition. No tunes tonight, so nothing should come crashing down. And hey, Morris, so we'll be watching everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, and of course our very own website. So I hope you are doing okay, and we'll get going. And you self-score, you self-mark, and at the end of each round you tell us how well you're doing. How's that? With your team name. Some famous Christmas characters. Hey Douglas Clan. Famous Christmas character number 1. We'll just ease you in, shall we? The business partner of Ebenezer Scrooge. The business partner of Ebenezer Scrooge is your famous Christmas character number 1. Hey Dusty, it's been a while. Business partner of Ebenezer Scrooge. Famous Christmas character number 2. The Grinch steals Christmas gifts from the homes of which nearby town? The Grinch steals Christmas gifts from the house of which, or from the inhabitants of which nearby town is your famous Christmas character, the Grinch? Number 2, the town, please. Hopefully everybody can see me loud and clear. We've got a new camera, but it's not functional this evening, but hopefully by the weekend we'll get a new high definition camera so you can see me even better. Famous Christmas character number 3. A Bohemian king going on a journey and braving harsh winter weather and gives alms to a poor peasant on December 26. We're looking for this Bohemian king who goes on a journey and braving the harsh weather conditions, gives alms to a poor peasant on December 26. Is your famous Christmas character number 3. So there's your first 3. Ebenezer Scrooge's business partner, the Grinch, the local town, and your Bohemian king who goes on a journey on December 26, braving the harsh weather conditions to give alms to a poor peasant. 4, 5, and 6. 3 famous Nicks. 3 famous Nicks. Famous Nick number 1. An American pay television channel launched April 1979 and the first cable channel for children. Is your famous Nick number 1. We're looking for your American pay TV channel launched April 79 as the first cable channel for children. Famous Nick number 1. Kira and Christina, you're having tech difficulties. I think we're okay here. Famous Nick number 2. An English professional golfer. World number 1, 1992-93 for 97 weeks. English professional golfer. Your famous Nick number 2. World number 1 for 97 weeks in 92-93. Famous Nick number 3. Don't worry, we'll do a full recap as always at the end of each round. Your famous Nick number 3. An English derivatives trader, Nicholas Leeson, who fraudulently and speculatively, his trades resulted in the collapse of which famous bank? English derivatives trader Nick Leeson, 1995. The collapse of which famous merchant bank? Nick Leeson, famous Nick number 3. Good to see you, Ash. Well, you know what I mean. 3 Great Danes. 7, 8, and 9. 3 Great Danes. Famous Great Dane number 1, the Little Mermaid, the Snow Queen, and the Ugly Duckling. Is your Great Dane number 1, the Little Mermaid, the Snow Queen, and the Ugly Duckling. The famous Great Dane number 1. Famous Great Dane number 2. Oh, Phil and Emma are checking in, but not with the Hoosties because of the bad virus. Hope everybody's keeping safe and well. Famous Great Dane number 2. Witness, The Lord of the Rings, A History of Violence. Witness, The Lord of the Rings, and A History of Violence. Famous Great Dane number 2. Witness, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and the history of violence. Famous Great Dane, number 2. And a tricky, quizzy million pointer. You know, that one where it's reserved for questions I think nobody deserves to get? Well, here we go. Your first million pointer. Nobel Prize winner, Great Dane, remember, 1922, for his services in investigating the structure of atoms. The man behind atomic structure and quantum theory. Told you it was tricky, quizzy, million pointer. Great Dane, number 3, Nobel Prize winner, 1922, atomic structure and quantum theory. Tricky, quizzy, million pointer. Great Dane, number 3. And your final bunch of 3 in round 1. 3 famous roads. 3 famous roads. Famous road number 1. The 11th studio album by the Beatles. Famous road number 1. The 11th studio album by the Beatles. Famous road number 1. Famous road number 2. It's 1.9 kilometres long. It's an avenue between the Place de la Concorde and the Place Charles de Gaulle / Arc de Triomphe. We're looking for this 1.9 kilometre avenue between the Place de la Concorde even, and the Place Charles de Gaulle, Arc de Triomphe. Famous road avenue number 2. Need to get your spelling right. Only kidding. And a tricky road number 3. A couple of tricky, quizzy ones here in round 1. Famous road number 3. Rome to Brindisi. The road from Rome to Brindisi, an ancient Roman Republic road, is your tricky famous road number 3. Rome to Brindisi, an ancient Roman Republic road. So, there you go. It was a tricky enough round 1. Let's recap. Good luck. So we started with your famous Christmas characters. The business partner of Ebenezer Scrooge. The Grinch who steals Christmas gifts from the natives of what nearby town, and your Bohemian King who did good on December 26. Your famous Nicks, the American pay TV channel, the first cable channel for children, and your English professional golfer, world number 1 for 97 weeks, 92-93, and your English derivatives trader Nick Leeson, whose fraudulent speculative trades resulted in the collapse of which bank in 1995? Your Great Danes, the Little Mermaid, the Snow Queen, and the Ugly Duckling. Number 2, Witness, the Lord of the Rings, and a history of violence. And your quizzy Dane number 3, your Nobel Prize winner, 1922, the structure of atoms, atomic structure, and quantum theory. And your famous roads, the 11th studio album by the Beatles, your avenue between the Place de la Concorde and the Place Charles de Gaulle, and Rome to Brindisi, your ancient Roman Republic road. So, 12 potential points in round 1. How did you get on? Well, let's find out. As always, I'm right behind you. Well, in front of you. Here we go. So, Ebenezer Scrooge, Jacob Marley, Whoville, The Grinch, King Wenceslas, Nickelodeon, Nick Faldo and Beringsbank. Hans Christian Andersen, Viggo Mortensen, and anybody who got Niels Bohr, give yourself 1,000,000 points on the side. Tricky. Great Day in number 3. Abbey Road, the Champs-Élysées, and the Appian Way were your 3 famous roads. So 12 points available. Let us know how you're getting on. 12 points available in round 1. Post your team names and your scores out of 12 on the feed. The golden rule. And you're behaving well. No answers on the feed. 12 points, your team names, and out of 12, how well you're doing. Douglas Clan, off to a flyer. Niels Bohr, 12 out of 12. Mountain Pungs in London, 9 out of 12. Maurice on 10. Let's get Quizassi. Gemma, 11 out of 12. Joe, 5 o'clock somewhere, 11. Cahiz in the Doll on 10. Dusty, good to have you back, 8. Ash on 8. Husty's in Exile on 7. Billy and Connor in the Cave, the Frogs on 9. Roddy on 8. Martin on 10. Team Dev, welcome back on 11. Barking Mad from Antrim in Leicestershire on 11. Shamrock Solitude on 11. Hi Marianne on 10. Paul, how you doing Paul? On 11. The COVID Isolators. Hey Alex, 7 out of 12. Well done Alex, good to have you. Bill and Noreen, a bunch of amateurs on 9. Far from it. Finn's Fools on 11. Good scoring, guys. Hey Eilish on 7. Well done, guys. It was a tricky first round. Venue in Ballyclare. Hey Colin and Tracy, welcome back to you on 9. Thunderbroads. Hey Cora on 10 out of 12. Kira and Christina closely behind. And I should have said thanks to everybody who's been so generous with their donations to St Vincent de Paul and to NI Hospice. You can donate via our secure website, via PayPal and Stripe. So thank you for your donations because all of these are free. Thanks guys. Parker House on 9. Glenravel Gurriers. Well done Glenravel Gurriers. 11 out of 12 on Facebook Live. Doing good. Round 2. A tricky bunch of connections. So for those of you tuning in for the first time or it's been a while, you get 3 bits of random information, you join the dots and you figure out what connects. What connects number 1? What connects an Irish cream liqueur with the Central Criminal Court with, we like to keep it seasonal, It's a Wonderful Life. So what connects It's a Wonderful Life with an Irish cream liqueur with the Central Criminal Court? What connects? Number 1. Hey Paul, 11 out of 12. Good scoring, guys. Irish cream liqueur, the Central Criminal Court, and It's a Wonderful Life. What connects? Number 2. What connects the Nixon interviews with less or equal to 0 degrees Celsius with Simon Pegg and the 3 Flavors Cornetto trilogy? What? So what connects Simon Pegg and the 3 Flavors Cornetto trilogy with less or equal to 0 degrees Celsius or centigrade with the Nixon interviews? What connects? Number 2. Simon Pegg, the Nixon interviews, and less or equal to 0 degrees Celsius, aka centigrade. What connects? Number 3. What connects? What connects the universal principles that describe the fundamental nature of something? Flip. With a system of rules to regulate behaviour. With a Scottish Ballon d'Or winner. So a Scottish Ballon d'Or winner, a system of rules to regulate behaviour. With the universal principles that describe the fundamental nature of something. No sound for barking mad? Hopefully that's only temporary. Back again. Flippin' technology. So the universal principles that describe the fundamental nature of something, a system of rules to regulate behaviour, and a Scottish Ballon d'Or winner is your what connects. Number 3. Connection 4. What connects? What connects the only person to have been nominated for acting in, directing, and writing, and producing the same film? And interestingly, this person did it not just once, but twice. So an Oscar Academy Award nomination for acting in, directing, writing, and producing the same movie. And this person did it twice. So what connects that with the assassination of President Kennedy? With a network of rabbit burrows. So we'll do that just once again in reverse order. Your connection, please. What connects a network of rabbit burrows? The assassination of President Kennedy with the only person to have been nominated for acting, directing, writing, and producing the same movie. And that person did it twice. Heavens. Connection number 4. Connection 5. What connects? What connects a once prominent smartphone with a band called The Move with a small edible fruit? So a once prominent smartphone, a small edible fruit, and a band called The Move is your what connects out there. Number 5. What connects? What connects? Number 6. What connects? A brand of denim jeans, a side of a ship, and the following movies: Brokeback Mountain, Life of Pi, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So, Brokeback Mountain, Life of Pi, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon with the side of a ship and a brand of denim jeans is your what connects. Number 6. That's better. What connects? Number 7. What connects something standard or conventional with a flavouring with a flowering plant, genus of the orchid family? So genus of the orchid family, a flowering plant with a flavouring, with something standard or conventional. What connects? Number 7. What connects? What connects? Number 8 of 12. What connects? Marty McFly with a small to medium-sized omnivorous mammal with a 24-hour cable and TV news network. So a 24-hour cable and TV news network with a small to medium-sized omnivorous mammal with Marty McFly is your what connects? Number 8. Tricky connection. You'd probably say they all are. Number 9. What connects the state of Mississippi with an American abstract expressionist with an American famous musical family? So a famous American musical family with the state of Mississippi with an American abstract expressionist is your what connects. Number 9. Connection 10. What connects? What connects a 2015 Broadway musical with a New Zealand city with a Formula One driver? So a Formula One driver, a New Zealand city, and a 2015 Broadway musical. What connects? Number 10. Connection 11. What connects? The connection, please, between a Santa Claus reindeer, a small astronomical body, with Rock Around the Clock. So, what connects Rock Around the Clock, a small astronomical body, with a Santa Claus reindeer? Is your connection number 11. And your connection 12. Indeed, your final connection, taking us to the halfway point. Your final connection. What connects an American airline out of Atlanta with a Rivermouth landform with SARS-CoV-2? SARS-CoV with a big V-2 with your Rivermouth landform and your American airline based in Atlanta is your final connection. So let's put your connections up, shall we? So there's your 12 connections, guys. I'll leave those with you for a few moments to tidy up. Okie dokie, your 12 connections will give you a running total of 24. So, you're getting good at these. Let's see how you get on. Here we go. So your Irish cream liqueur, Bailey's, George Bailey, It's a Wonderful Life, and the Central Criminal Court, the Old Bailey, David Frost, Nick Frost and Frost, law as in principles, as in legal system, as in Dennis Law, your Scottish Ballon d'Or winner, Warren, as in Beatty, yeah, twice, I think it was for Reds, and Heaven Can Wait, your Rabbit and your Warren Commission, Blackberry, as in Roy Wood and Move, as in smartphone, Blackberry Way, that was, as in edible fruit, Jeans, Ship, and Ang Lee, your connection. 6, Vanilla, Standard Flavouring, your Plant, Fox, Michael J, your Channel and your Animal, Jackson, as in Mississippi, as in Michael and Family, as in Jackson Pollock, your Expressionist, Hamilton, as in Lewis, as in your Musical, as in New Zealand City. Comet, as in Reindeer, as in Bill Haley, as in your Astronomical Body. Delta, Hatfield out of Atlanta, Mississippi, and Delta COVID, if we need it reminding. So out of 24, give us your running total. Alex did very well. He got 9 there out of 24. We're interested in your running total. Let's start at the top. Parker House on 21. Douglas Clan on 23. Joe, 5 o'clock somewhere, 23. Hope you're feeling better. Cahies in the Doll, 22. Shamrock Solitude, 23. Martin and Drummagarner, 19. Team Dev, superb, 23. Bark and Mad, superb, 23. Mountain Punk, superb, 20. Houston, no problem, definitely not. 24. Glenravel Gurriers, 23. More East on 22. Rusty Nails, not so rusty on 22. Hey Rhonda on 20. Let's Get Quizzical on 22. Dusty on 17. Billy and Connor in the Cave on 21. Houston's in Exile, 18. Paul on 22. I see Houston's in Exile are the splinter group. Well done, Dusty, 17. 20 out of 24 for the Thunderbroads. Bill and Noreen, a bunch of amateurs, far from it on 21. Kira and Christina, superb, 17. Roddy, fantastic, 18. Finn's Fools on 22. Vape Venue in Ballyclare, excellent, 15. 2 Smarties and a Tube. Well done, Paul, on 23. Eilish, well done, on 17. Alex, how you doing, on 16. Great scoring. Finn's Fools on 22. Excellent. Well done, guys. You're playing a blinder. Round 3. Famous first. So there's 24 points available here. Houston, no problem, must be liars. No way they've got 24. They're all doughheads. Not getting involved in that particular internal local derby debate. So, famous firsts. 12 pictures of famous firsts. You get a point if you can identify who is it. And another point if you can figure out why they're famous firsts. You got it? 2 points for each caption. Who is it and why are they famous firsts? 24 points. Wow. Spoiling you this evening. Good luck. Who's this and why are they famous firsts? Good luck. 2 points for each. Okay, caption number 2. Where's this and why is it a famous first? 2 points. Where's this and why famous first. Caption or image number 3. Who's this? And famous first, what is it? Famous first, 4. Same rules. Who is it? And famous first, why? Caption number 4. Tricky. Famous first, what is it? And why is it a famous first? Going back a bit, admittedly. Number 5. Oh, remember earlier I had one of those million pointers. You know that old Niels Bohr, that Great Dane? Well, here's another. So nobody's expected to get this. So million points on the side. Who is it? And famous first for what? Another million pointer on the side, as well as the 2. So that's 1,000,002 points, if you catch my drift. Ooh. Okay, same rules. Who's this? Famous first for what? Famous first. Same. 2 points. Who and why. Number 8. Number 9. Who's this pair and why? World's first what? Who and why? 2 points. Famous first. Who? Or what is this image and why? 2 points for caption 10. Number 11. Famous first. Who's this? Famous first for what? Sorry, Noreen and Bill. And your final famous first. Number 12. Who's this and why? Quick fly through. 12 images. Who are they? Or what is it and the reason? Two. Who and why? Famous world first. Number 5. Caption showing what and why. Who, tricky, and why. 6. Who and why. Who and why? Number 8. Famous first. Who's this pair and why? World first. Number 9. Number 11. And famous first. Number 12. It's up for grabs here. How did you get on? Well, this will give you a running total of 48 as we go into our final round. How'd you get on? Okay, first caption was Buggles was the first MTV video. Yellowstone National Park, the first national park in the US. Alexander Graham Bell, the first practical telephone call. Benazir Bhutto, first woman to head a democratic government in a Muslim majority nation. The Jazz Singer, the first post-silent film. Jim Hines, if you got Jim Hines, superb. And a million points on the side. The first official sub-10 second 100 metres in 1968. Neil Armstrong, first man on the moon. Edmund Hillary, first man to reach the summit of Everest. That was Alcock and Brown, the first non-stop transatlantic flight. Roald Amundsen, that was in the South Pole in 1919. And 7 years later, he flew to the North Pole. Ruud Gullit, yep, first non-British FA Cup winning manager, 1997. And Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space in 1961. So, share your scores and your team name out of 48. 12 left to go. 12 left to go. Let's get some Wonderland back onto the screen. So post your scores out of 48 with your team name as we go into our last round. Billy and Connor, the Frogs, magnificent on 36 points. Nope, that was Yuri Gagarin, Joe, for sure. Kieran Christina, doing superb, 32. Martin and Drummagarner on 39 out of 48. Paul on Facebook Live on 36. Venue on 26. Mountain Pungs in London on 37. Did I say Martin? Drummagarner 39. Good scoring, guys. Parker House on 40 out of 48. Cahiz and the Doll, superb, 41. Last one was Yuri Gagarin, first man in space, 1961. Glenravel Gurriers, superb, on 43 out of 48. Shamrock Solitude, 39. Douglas Clan on 43. Barkin' Mad, 45. Team Dev, 45. Superb quizzing. Hi Rhonda and the Waltons on 35. Marianne, superb, on 42. Some excellent scoring. Some tricky ones. Jim Hines, well done. Anybody who got Jim Hines. Dusty, on the rails, catching up hard. Let's get Quizzy, 38. Well done, Gemma. Joe, 42 out of 48. Superb. Paul, Haya on 39. Cora, 38 for the Thunderbroads. Finn's Fools on 40. Karen, Rusty Nails, not so rusty, on 39. Good scoring, guys. And what is a... No, you're not. Houston, no problem. 44 out of 48. Great quizzing. Jimmy, good to have you. You can always watch these quizzes on playback. Go to the website if you missed tonight, or you're late, or you're like Jimmy and you fell asleep. Okay, dokes, your final round. Your final round giving you a grand total of 60 in our bumper edition. First three. Famous greats. 3 famous greats. So, they're all great something. Yeah. Or something great. Anyway, they're all great. Famous great number 1. So you get some short, snappy clues and you figure out what the heck is he talking about. Famous great number 1. Stalag Luft 3. Stalag Luft 3. Famous great number 1. Stalag Luft 3. Famous great something number 1. Famous great number 2. King of ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon. King of ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon. Famous great number 2. Excuse me. Famous great number 2 is the king of ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon. Is your famous great number 2. Famous great number 3. Nick Carraway. Nick Carraway. Famous great number 3. So 3 famous greats. Stalag Luft 3. King of ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon. Famous great number 2. And Nick Carraway is your famous great number 3. 4, 5 and 6 in your final round. Famous fictional pseudonyms. Famous fictional pseudonyms. Who are these people? Remember I said there was a million pointer? It's pseudonym fictional number 3. But we'll come on to that in a moment. Famous fictional pseudonym number 1. Dr. Robert Bruce Banner. Dr. Robert Bruce Banner is your fictional pseudonym. Who's that? Number 1. Dr. Robert Bruce Banner. Famous fictional pseudonym number 1. Famous fictional pseudonym number 2. Thomas Marvolo or Tom Riddle. Thomas Marvolo, Tom Riddle. Famous fictional pseudonym number 2. And your final million pointer. There's 3 tonight. Niels Bohr, Jim Hines, and here's your third. Famous fictional pseudonym. Who is Major Boothroyd? Major Boothroyd. Famous fictional pseudonym. Famous, mind you. Number 3. Your third million pointer side bet. Major Boothroyd. Okay, 7, 8 and 9, your penultimate bunch of 3. So, missing from famous 4s. Missing from famous 4s. So there's a little caption here for you. Hopefully I can locate it. Yep. Okay, you'll need your wits about you. I'm going to keep this up for a few moments. Well, a few minutes more like. So, you've got 3 bunches of 3, but there's something missing. And for each of the 3 you've got, there are 3 rather cryptic clues. Good luck. Okay, so famous bunches of 4, and you've got 3 cryptic clues for 3 of the 4. So, for example, your cryptic clues for the first bunch of 4, who's missing? And your cryptic clues are Wurzel Gummidge, male, SN, timid Leo. Who's missing from famous 4 number 1? Missing from famous group number 2, your cryptic clues: David, Raffaello, Sanzio da Urbino. Mona Lisa is your famous bunch of 4, and you've got 3. Who's missing? And your who's missing cryptic clues, final bunch of 4, and you get 3. North Carolina's most populous city, Prospero's daughter, and a witch played by Elizabeth Montgomery. So, there's your clues for 3 of your 3 famous 4s, and you're figuring out what on earth is he on about, and you're figuring out, once you've done the first piece, who's missing. Famous 4s, and you've got 3 via 3 cryptic clues. Okie dokes. So that's better. And your final bunch of 3 in our Christmas bumper quiz. 3 famous mosts. 3 famous mosts. Okay. Famous most number 1. Most Academy Awards. So there are 3 movies tied with most Academy Awards. All 3 movies are on 11. You get 2. What's missing? So Ben-Hur, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. What's missing for the 3rd movie that's had most Academy Awards? I've given you Ben-Hur. I've given you Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Famous most. Missing. Number 1. Ben-Hur, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Most Academy Awards with 11. What's missing? Number 1. Famous most number 2. Famous most number 2. The most southerly US state. The most southerly US state is your famous most number 2. Most southerly US state. And famous most number 3. Who has the most UK number 1 singles in the UK top 20, 30, 40, don't care. Most number 1 singles ever. Famous most number 3. Okay, so let's recap, shall we? So your famous greats, Stalag Luft 3, famous great what? King of ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon, famous great number 2. Nick Carraway, famous great number 3. Famous fictional pseudonyms, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner, Thomas Marvello, Tom Riddle, and Major Boothroyd. 3 fictional pseudonyms. And then we had your cryptic missing from famous fours. Let's put those up again. So, who is bunch number 1? Wurzel Gummidge, Neil S.N. Timid Leo. David, Raffaello, Sanzio, da Urbino, and Mona Lisa. Famous group number 2, who's missing? And famous group number 3, with one missing, North Carolina's most populous city, Prospero's daughter, and a witch played by Elizabeth Montgomery. And your final bunch of 3 famous most Academy Awards. I've given you Ben-Hur, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, both with 11, but there was a third movie tied on 11. Name it. Your most southerly US state is your famous most number 2, and who had the most UK number 1 singles ever? Famous most number 3. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your donations. Thanks for playing along. You've done well. You've done well. Stay tuned for future broadcasts. And here's your answers to your final round. Good luck. So, Stalag Luft 3 was The Great Escape. King of ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon was Alexander the Great. Nick Carraway, The Great Gatsby. Hulk, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner, Lord Voldemort, Tom Riddle, Major Boothroyd from James Bond. Well done, anybody who got Q. Dorothy. So, you're kind of cryptic. Well, there's nothing kind of about it. Scarecrow, Wurzel Gummidge, Tin Man, Male SN, and the Cowardly Lion, Timid Leo. Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz was missing. Number 2, Michelangelo, David, Raffaello, Sanzio de Urbino, and Leonardo da Vinci, Mona Lisa. We were missing, of course, Donatello. And Carrie. From Sex and the City, we had Samantha, your witch, played by Elizabeth Montgomery, Prospero's daughter, Miranda, and North Carolina's most populous city, Charlotte. We were missing Carrie. The Titanic. Your Titanic was your missing most Academy Awards movie. Hawaii is the most southerly US state. And Elvis Presley has the mostest UK number 1 singles. So let's see how we got on out of 60. Douglas Clan, even a superb 55. Martin on 49. Joe, 5 o'clock somewhere on 52. Husty's in Exile, 41. Kira and Christina, 36. Superb. Mountain Pungs, 46. Parker House, a superb 50. Finn's Fools on 51. No, not Betty Dusty, 37. Cahiz and Nadal, superb 50. Keep posting your team names and your scores, guys. And thank you for tuning in. And if you have a few days off, enjoy the rest of your relaxation. The Waltons on 44, superb. Alex out of practice. Look, it's the taken part. You're welcome, Alex. Good to have you. Vape Venue, Ballyclare on 37. Houston, no problem, 54. Ash, it's just the crack. Well done, everybody. Superb. We'll wait a few moments in case there's a few other people. Good scoring. Good quizzing, guys. Well done. Good to have you back. For those of you who've been away for a while, look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your holidays if you're off a few days. Look after yourselves. Take care. Clonravel Gurriers, 53. Rusty Nails, 45. It was good, Karen. You did good. Shamrock Solitude, 46. Bill and Noreen, 42. Douglas Clan, you are very welcome. It was a tough old Christmas quiz, I thought. Yeah. Paul, superb, 47. And thank you for all your donations. Marianne, superb on 51. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. Fantastic. And sure, we'll keep doing this in the new year. And we may even do something at the weekend on the website. Team Dev, 56. Great scoring, guys. That is superb scoring, Team Dev. Well done, Husties in Exile. Thank you for tuning in. And under the circumstances. So take care, everybody. Lots of love. And we'll see you soon. Well, you'll see me.